Alrighty, Aphrodite. So, I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to do this. I was trying to get that rig reworked and figured out because the thing about this OBS software is that I've done it a few times, but to be real honest, I'm going to do a new profile and I'm going to call this Basic Podcast. Optimized for streaming. Base canvas 1360, 768. YouTube. Connect account recommended. I thought I already did that. Maybe I have to do it each time. And it also, oh, that's why I had to copy that, isn't it? Because next. So where's my stream? Okay, so I'm still here. And until I get OBS, as far as I can tell, the only way to show you what I'm doing is like that. Let's see what that looks like. That kind of gives you a decent view of the situation, right? So I can close that page. I can go here. I want to go down. Come on, where you got? Share. Copy. I go here. I want to go there. I want to, oops, no. And there, a YouTube square. Media. Oh, dang it. When I did that, oh, there it is. I lost what I had already previously had copied. So I'm trying to copy that, go here, paste it, and embed that. And now we have a viewer. And I mute that so it doesn't do that weird echoey thing that it does. And you know what I probably could do is, let's see what happens. Publish, copy. Go here, go there. Do that. And it probably will not show the live stream. But if I share to Twitter, probably should have done some hashtags or what have you, but let's see if that gives us two viewers. All right, so back to the OBS. Apply settings. Go here. I got scene. I got a screen capture. I got a window capture. Let me close that or right, so now I should be sharing that screen. It's got to catch up, I suppose. And that's the camera. All right. So this is the OBS window that I just shared. And if I move to the top, order, move up. And now let's see how that works. My cable is kind of short, so I was going to try to go over some other stuff, but as you can see, or as I can see, I have the USB mic right here, which is this. I have the video capture device, which is this. I have the screen capture device, which the window capture seems to be what the camera shows or something, I'm not sure. And the screen capture part is this background, this OBS. So that's just scene one. Scene two, no activity. But there's a few things that I'm aware of that I can do and I usually prefer to do. For example, if I can find an image, and I'm going to say Doobie Man, and I'm going to have to browse for it, which is the challenge. And it's not going to be in there. So here goes 4.5 gigabytes of files. I've got a few different sets of these one terabyte drives I got for $25 at Wally World. And unfortunately, what I do, did this just crash or something? No, it's right here. That's what I did. Maybe. Now this shows that I'm streaming. Why is this stuck? I don't know. Now, the idea here is first things first. Define the graphical elements. For example, here you can see this little doobie man in the corner, I hope. What are we looking at here? What is this? I want that screen capture. No. Oh, that's just the whole screen. So you did see it when I popped over. This, where's that other thing? What's this? It's a window of the desktop. I want it to be the window of the OBS. Or actually, where's the Firefox? That's what I want. So shrink it down. We'll get this and zoink it up. And then we'll get this, oops, and we'll hopefully right click it and order and move up. And since I have a doobie man there, which is coming from the YouTube channel, there in the corner, trying to avoid, but at the same time, that's what I'm trying to recreate. So defining the graphical elements. And layout of camera POVs. Second, new scenes for one touch. What do you call that? I'm trying to think of the word. By changing the scenes, I did ideally, like for example, if I go to here and I duplicate that and I call that scene A1, and I say okay, and I move that down and go to this scene and I rename it to scene A. Oh, I'm going to just do that just to keep it. And then this will be scene 2. Oh, no, that doesn't work. 2B. And then that is Doobie Man, and Doobie Man cannot be found. So where's the Doobie Man? Part of the reality is going through this process, so I find all of the things that I'm going to need, whether it be, ooh, what if I can do that? Maybe it's that one. That's kind of fun, but it's not the one I was looking for. What was that thing called? I was looking in D's for Doobie Man. Okay, easy gift optimize. What if I do that? Nope, that's not what I want. There's my old thumbnail. What's that look like? That's kind of unique-ish. How about that one? Oh, that's not fixed and it's reversed. Nope. Let's go to Desky. Let's go to desktop. Let's go to the Lappy Master. Master Archive, maybe. What's this one? again is the wrong one. I thought there was one that said big. Oh, that's Big Doobie Man tie-dye. Schwoink. Is that what that is the question. No, but it's close. I wonder if I can snag that somewhere somehow. The other props thing that I'm currently working on, if I've mentioned before, if I'm not doing 3 things, I'm doing nothing. I got my Amazon ordered today, so I'm stain proofing, waterproofing, weatherproofing my new tie-dye clown shoes. And I also got the film. I'll show you. I got this film, and the idea is that it's so thick I can cut this into a stencil. To make this design will require 4 stencils for the 4 colors. A stencil of just the pot leaf, a stencil of just the blue, the blue, a stencil of just the red stripes, and then one final stencil for the poke smot stripes and stars, and it bakes you meal fetter. But not surprised, didn't expect it, but I'm not surprised. I was anticipating, I ordered this thing that in the picture showed this and this and this. This is a self-healing cutting mat with lines on it, etc. This is just a metal ruler for a straight edge, and this is an X-Acto knife. I stupidly thought 15 was going to be 15 inches. This is 8.5, maybe by 11. What is it even with its own? So in the squares, interestingly enough, the squares are just about blotter size. See if you can tell that. Kind of small microdose blotter sizes, but blotter sizes nonetheless. And it might help if I put glasses on to see. Made in China, what a surprise. Okay, so that's upside down. And those squares are centimeters. So those are 1 centimeter squared. Let's see what's going on over here. This side here, we have all kinds of angles, circles, different sized circles. I think the idea is that, oh crap. I told you my cables were short. Hopefully we'll be back here in a second or two. Oh, I kept switching that, didn't I? Video capture device. What? No, it doesn't see the camera. God dang it. Well, that's fine enough. Oops. Let's just like that down. Because I really ain't doing nothing. And I think this is this OBS. And that's what the YouTube looks like. Yeah, I guess I'll just leave it with desktop. And if I do this to the big desktop, and then this is my window, that helps me keep things straight. And this is a long, boring, arduous process. Nothing that I imagine anyone would give a shit to watch. Oh, look, I'm not even streaming. It's sitting here thinking I'm not streaming, but at the same time, I know I'm streaming. Okie doke. Well, I'm going to close that. I'm going to assume that the microphone still works and the video is not going to work, and call that a wrap at 21 minutes and 30 seconds. No sense going over any further details on the creation of stencils. T-shirt stencils suck. I got 25 of these stencil films, and the hope or awareness or belief is I'll be able to put the different designs, many of which are nothing but words, onto the stencils, and then I pack the stencils, take the trip, sell all the shirts that I have made, and then a simple can of spray paint and a stencil can turn pretty much any shirt or any item into just about anything. The other possibility, and I haven't decided yet, I almost feel as if even though these are 12 inches by 12 inches, I should consider, well, a couple things. One, I'm thinking about trimming it down to 8.5 inches and printing directly on it with an inkjet printer, just as a test to see that if that will work. That to me removes a lot of the error of putting an image down on this cutting board and then putting the plastic over it, because as we're all aware, those things will likely move around and change. The other alternative or possibility is to get a cry cut machine, and it would cut this out almost perfectly, I'm assuming. And the biggest challenge with this process are all the little stars, 50 micro 1 centimeter stars. And I'm too much of a perfectionist to probably bother with that at this point. But the other basic designs, which is another part of this whole fun process, is defining or deciding on which images should I create into stencils and which ones I should keep as they are. So I'm going to go to www.clemhawkinscomedy.com. And there's my web page. There's my not updated t-shirts. Slogans suck. So this is the first thing I have to contemplate or figure out. The reason I say that is because this is actually impossible to create as a single stencil, in that the official is the negative space. So to do that would mean making a stencil out of this T, connecting all of these letters so they can maintain. So more than likely, I could either just do TSS. T-shirt slogans suck. Again, that might be too small to comfortably cut out using the current process that I'm looking at. But, and that's impossible, and that's impossible. That is 100% possible. That should probably be the primary target, is to make at least one of those. And then Goonie Goo Goo, it's my shout out to Bigfoot. And then here we have some of the latest designs. Let's see what we got here. That one friend. That could be possible, but not likely. Things like this with nothing but text are the easiest way to, again, maybe too small to do manually. That's something I'll have to figure out. But they, them, based, that one friend, those are obviously pretty easy and simple. Again, this is a much cleaner version. One, that right there would be a challenge, because it will either require two colors or making the monkey head into a stencil so that this piece is solid. Does that make sense? Because it can only be one color, positive and negative. The other option is to create a stencil that has just that lightning bolt, and then another stencil that's just the monkey. That's completely possible. The other question or concern, and why I'm more angled towards simplifying this first process with the stencils and maybe being a little bit more street art artistic than being precise per se, with the expectation of, if I sell all the shirts and I sell some merchandise of custom made while I'm down there, that can make the trip worthwhile, as well as give me the money to invest in a cry cut machine. And the whole reality of cry cut machine is, number one, I have pretty bad case of carpal tunnel syndrome, especially if I try to spend hours using this X-Acto knife. But I guess I could do that. I didn't even think about that.